Hello everyone, Jai Hind. Welcome back in the Salesforce LWC course. And in today's lecture, day 22, part B, we are going to understand the importance of key in for each loop. In a part A of day 22, we have understood with a practical example how we work with the for each. In today's episode, I'm going to explain you the importance of the key and that too with a practical example. Now, whenever, we are going to talk about the key, we have to understand that the key should always have a unique value. Okay. That can be, I'm going to give you, a few examples can be ID. Okay. Like for example, the employee ID. Okay. uh the any value which is very unique. Just for example, my name is Prashant, first name. Okay. And Singh, the last name. Now with the Prashant Singh, I'm sure that many other person. Okay. I mean, Prashant Singh is not a unique name. You will find out that the many other, the people are using the same name or they have the same name, right? So we need to find out that what is unique and that you are going to use as key. Why? Why we need key? Because whenever you are updating, okay, or deleting, okay, I mean anything, just for example, we have the records, okay, one and let's say Shyam. Two, we have Ram. Three, we have Geeta. Four, we have Sita. Okay. So let's say you want to update the name Geeta with Geeta. So if you are not going to use key, then in that case, this whole list will again render. Okay. That means I'm just, taking the four, the values here, but consider that you have the 100, the values. So that means a long list. Now you are just updating the name Geeta with Geeta. I mean, instead of double E, you are, using the I, and your list is rendering again. This is not a user experience, as well as this is not the expected performance in LWC. Okay, so what you will do, you will use key. Okay, and when you will use key, as you will write your code, or you are updating, you're trying to update the Gita, then at that moment the framework will understand that okay, the value you are updating is having a key as 3. So instead of rendering the whole list, what will the what will happen? It will only and only render this value with the updated one. Okay, got it? Got my point? So let me show you. So we are going to use, as usual, we are going to use the our child component, which is the right now a blank, and I am going to use this example to show you the demonstration. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use a context. Okay. Now, this is my, the property, array type. Okay. And I am going to write it like ID1 name. What is the first name? Oh, first name is, okay, let's take the example. Okay. Okay. So Prashant, I don't use last name, the H in my last. Rahul, Ram, Shyam. Okay. And let me also add the role. Yo. Okay. Let's keep it like this. Okay. So what I have done here, CEO, CTO, CFO, and developer. Okay. Simple, right? Now, this is, I have the context. Okay. This is my property of, array type. And in this, I have a objects. Okay. Object 1, object 2, object 3, object 4. Okay. Now, I am going to use a lightning button. Lightning button, label, update. Okay. On click, I am up, update context. Okay. Okay. So what I have done here, I have added a button, and this button will call a method as update context. Simple thing, right? Right? Now what I'm going to do, I am going to, the update, let's say, this one, Rahul one. Okay. Now before that, let me, the write my HTML code first. This is, the UL you are seeing. This is a standard HTML tag. Whenever, we have to display the list. So, you can use the UL. Okay. So this will, give you the list. Okay. For each. And this is the, the array type context. Okay. So for each, for item. Now any, the variable you can give, right? Right? Any problem till here? For each, then this is the, the your, the, the list, or, the array type of the, the property. Then one by one, I will show you one by one. The context will come in this variable, which is with the name contact. So that means the first one will come out of the contacts. The first one will come and, will display. The second one will come in contact and will display, right? Now what I'm going to do, I am going to use the key. Now, before, I actually update, I will, going to explain you everything. Now here, key, as I said, so what you see here is the ID. Now this is a unique thing, right? This is a unique. Now Prashant can, as I said, Prashant, if I just, create one more, right? One more entry, one more, the object of the, employee. Then you see the Rahul is repeating, role is also repeating, but the what is a unique thing is unique is the ID. Okay. So that means I have to use key, key ID as the key, right? So contact dot ID. See, you get the suggestion as well, right? Right? Now the contact name and the role, that is true. We need to display. And then, I can close this. Uh, I got this template. Okay. Okay. Because of this thing. Okay. Now, this is working fine. Let me save this. And let me refresh. So you see here, we have a button. Now, we are seeing as, the Prashant CEO, Rahul CTO, Ram CFO. The same detail, the same, the data which we have here. Okay. Right? Any confusion? If you have any confusion, you can ask me. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to update. Okay. So let's say, I will update the this second, the second object. Okay. So I am going to, update. So what I am going to do here is update CT and cons. I will explain you this code, and you need not to write the, the code, because I will provide you this code in the, the GitHub repository. So contact role, no, I need the ID. I'm just, the changing the ID equals to 2. Okay. And then update or push, uh, okay, not like this. Uh, cause updated CTS equal. Let me first of all write the code. Okay, so we have the contact here. Okay, and role I am making as, or instead of, the 2, let me make it as 5 and lead developer. Okay, and updated CTS dot push this, else this. Okay, and this is closing here. This dot contacts equal updated CT. Okay, now let me first of all check, and then I will explain you this code. Oh, sorry, this is. Now I'm clicking on the update. I should get, the desired result, which is, the instead of the developer, this Rahul should be lead developer. It's not working. Let me check. Let's see if, this time it works. Okay. Process refresh. Yeah, this is working now. Okay. See here. If right now the Rahul is developer. Okay. And I am clicking update. See here. It is becoming the lead developer, right? Okay. Now let me explain you the code. So from the beginning, we have a button here. Okay. Label is update, and on click, I am calling a method update contacts. Okay. Here, what I am doing, I am using the for each loop to iterate my context, which is, the of type array, and inside, we have the objects. Okay. So context come here. Now one by one, each, each contact will come in this particular variable, that is contact. Okay. So first time you see here, the first time it will it will come ID, this one. This will come, right? So first time this will come, and then because we are using the key, so key will will be stored with contact.id. What is the contact.id? Here is 1, right? So key will have 1, and then it will display the name and role. So what is the name? Prashant. Role is CEO. Okay. Now for the second one, what will happen? Now we displayed this thing, right? So now, the second one. So second one will come in this variable contact. Again, the key will be 2. Okay. And then, the name and role. So this way we will have, the till our, all the, the data which we have will be displayed. It will keep running in a loop, right? Right? Okay. Now what will happen here? Let me, 1 second. What will happen here in the, so initially, this data is loading, right? When you see here, initially on load, this data is loading, right? Now what will happen as soon as you will click on the update button? Now what will happen? Our logic is written like that the context, this property, right? So from this, and this is a standard, this pattern. Okay. This pattern is a standard JavaScript loop pattern. Okay. If you, the Google search, then you will find out, that how, just type that for loop in JavaScript. Then, you will get this syntax. So this operator we are using because we have to refer a global property. Okay. So we are, using this property with the context to just to, we want to refer that this contact is actually this one, right? Right? Let me, okay. I, okay. Actually, I mean, I just want to rub it, but I am not finding out the rubber here, but no problem. So you got my point, right? So what will happen? I mean, again, the context. So first entry will be stored in this variable, const contact. Okay. This variable is of type const. Now this is checking. What is this checking? I mean, any condition you can put here. Okay. Don't get confused. Key role is here. Okay, this is not a key role. This is just a condition. I just wanted to, I mean, put that. Okay, I mean, if I mean, if you have, uh, let's say, any other condition in your mind, you can use it. Okay. So, but what I have decided is to check that, okay, if, I mean, if one by one it is coming into this, I mean, the variable, and as soon as I will find out that ID equals to 5, then what I am going to do, I have created another, I mean, the variable that is update CTS. Okay. And here, this three dot means we are copying all properties from contact into new object, this one. Getting my point? This is the what is actually is happening. This is copying. Okay, like we have the control C, copy. So we are actually copying the all the value, I mean the all the I mean the value, the entire this thing, entire this thing. So all, I mean the entire, I mean the object, okay, which we have in the variable constant at line number 17, that we are copying in the new object, that is updated CTS. Okay. And because our condition is true, so in this we are updating the role. Okay. And then, I mean the variable which we have, I mean the declared at line number 16, into that we are pushing the updated CTS. Okay. So that means what? At line, let me explain you once again. Just 1 second, please. This is the rubber. Okay. Now see, understand. What will happen? You see here. See, this is, I mean my context. This is the context. So from here, a variable in JavaScript, the contact variable we have created in JavaScript file. So this, I mean, this is the, I mean, the beauty of the JavaScript, that as soon as you create a variable, it will, I mean, it will become a data type of the data it is receiving. Okay. So, I mean, here, the context. So as you can see here, this is, I mean, the one, object, there's the another object, another object, another object, another object. So contact, I mean, the here, the const contact is receiving a object type. So it will become a object. Okay. Now you're checking a condition. So, I mean, until and unless it will be a 5 here, until and unless it will be, it will receive this thing, ID equals to 5. Okay. It will always go into else block, right? So in else block, what is happening? We have, I mean, the one update CT, right? Into that, we are just putting the contact. So, I mean, for a first one, I mean, here we are putting into the update CT. Same second one, same third one, same fourth one. But our condition became true. Our condition became true at line, at for the ID equals to 5, right? ID equals to 5. The condition became true, right? Right, sir? So our condition became true here. So in this condition, what we are doing, we have created another, I mean, the variable of updated CTS. See, there's a, the difference here, S. Okay. And what we are doing now, as I told you, this contact, this one, okay, this is the object type. So we, these three dot means copy. Okay. So we are copying this entire, the contact, object into the new contact, sorry, the new, object with the name updated CTS with, the role as lead developer. Okay. And what we are doing, then what we are doing in the same, this one, the line number 16, we are pushing. So we have the updated. Now everything is updated here as well. Once we have, all the updated, the contexts here, the objects here, then we are just updating this property at line number 25, and hence we are seeing the updated result. Got my point? Okay. So in this, the example, what we have understood, how we can use the key. So key, the use is explained here. Okay. Key, and why we need a key in the for each loop. What is the, what is the best, best practice, or the purpose of using the key that I explained you, right? You also understood, what the meaning of these three dots, right? So even though if you have, the any confusion, still comment sections are open for you. Okay, you can the ask me. All right. So we'll meet again in our next episode, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till then, take care of yourself and the country. Jai Hind.